What's up, guys? Welcome back to El Merengue. Now, fuck it, we are gonna be trying a new different type of video. I was eating and I was like, you know what? Have you ever seen any of those videos where it's like the, what's it called, like the Mukbang or whatever, where people just eat and talk, but normally they eat like good, like, or better food. Well, this is healthy, so I guess this is good. But they eat like takeout type of food, like fucking fast food type of stuff. Anyways, without further ado, I was like, fuck it. Why don't we enjoy a little meal? Let me take a little bite. We got some healthy rice and some cooked chicken with a little bit of seasoning on there, some lemon pepper to make sure that we're eating healthy, we're staying fit. It's wonderful. Just wonderful food. Anyways, today's video I wanted to dedicate it to not obviously, but Real Madrid. We haven't talked about them in a couple of weeks since all the drama happened with the old account, RIP. We haven't talked about Real Madrid and the current news, what's going on. Like, I haven't heard from you guys, and I mean, you guys know me. I try to stay pretty optimistic about most things that happen around the club. I try to find the brighter side of things. Sergio Ramos leaves, and I'm like, you know what? This is fine. It allows for new leadership. It frees up salary, things like that. I always try to find the positive things. Zidane leaves, and I'm like, well, it's fine. Maybe it was good for the players to have a new coach, to have a new style of ideas, new way of attacking. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Zidane. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, managers that Real Madrid has ever had, and I have witnessed. I love the guy, and I will never hate on him. But I'm not gonna lie, it did feel, let me take a bite. It did feel kind of like after Real Madrid and the team won those 3 back-to-back Champions Leagues, something clicked. Something didn't click. Something unclicked. And the team got kind of complacent. All of our stars that got us there, right? All the players that we hail, Ramos, Keylor Navas, Dani Carvajal, Marcelo, Varane, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Modric, Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema. That is, when we think of the team that won those 3 Champions Leagues, that is the team that we think of. That lineup that I just named. Either all of those players that got us there are either gone, or if they're still in the team, they just don't really perform to the level that we expect. Now I know what you're thinking. Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Modric still doing bits for us. And they are. But they're so good. They are so good to the moment that they can play at a level below what their best level is and still be fucking amazing. But the Toni, and yes, I know age is a factor, and I'm just kind of going on a rant here, but that's what this is. It's a pure freestyle of my thoughts. Yes, what was I saying? About Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Casemiro. Yes, they played still so good, but it's not to the level that they once played, and that's an overall trend that I feel like most Madridistas could probably agree to, right? We hit a moment where all these players hit their prime at the same exact fucking time. Our team was so good. But what happened? We won those Champions Leagues, we were super successful, and all these players reached their peak, and they said, we accomplished what every little kid has a dream of doing. We got to the best level of our sport that we could be in, and we won everything. They won everything. In their dreams, their aspirations, as much as they would go out in conference and say, of course I want to win everything with Real Madrid. I approach every season like it's a completely, new season and I haven't won anything. Of course they're going to say that. But it really feels like deep inside of them, they were happy with what they had done. And they weren't giving the same level of energy that players to that caliber and players that we've already seen do that could. So then what happens? The team starts to hit an obvious regression. We sell players that were crucial to that team, such as Keylor Navas isn't there anymore. Ronaldo, Bale, yes, I know Bale's back, but different story. We sell critical players that helped us reach, that glory. And we bring in new younger players, and I want to say that what happened is a lot of these players probably said, oh yeah, Vinicius, okay, he's cool, but he's nice, but he's not Ronaldo. He's not Ronaldo, and I'm not going to play for him like I played for Ronaldo. I'm not. And so naturally all of these players kind of still give it a good amount. Maybe they're 95, 90%, but they've never given it their 100%. They've reached a point where, they love the club, but whatever, they've won everything already there is to win. I'm going to keep eating. So then we start having cases like that of Marcelo, who let himself go. And now he may be trying to get back to the level and the form that he once was in. But he let himself go. I won it all. I'm Brazilian. I'm cool. I'm going to go party. I'm going to let myself go. Marcelo can't return to the form he ever played in again. It doesn't matter how much he works, how hard he works. It's just not, it's not the same. And then you have Ramos, who hit a certain age after his prime where injuries started becoming a factor. Injuries started becoming a factor for Ramos. And that's the thing we all Madridistas kind of overlook because we're going to miss him so much. But whenever you follow this season, this upcoming season, watch to see how much Ramos gets hurt. That's going to be really interesting. And I think that's one of the many reasons why Florentino was like, screw it, it's time to sell him. He's more injury prone. He missed half of the season last year. And not only did he miss half of the season, but Real Madrid was fine without him for half the season. It finally allowed a new player to step up. Militao. He finally stepped up. He felt like he had no pressure because imagine for him playing before, when he would have to play knowing that Ramos was on the bench, waiting to come in if he fucked up. Knowing that no matter what happens, he's always going to be subbed out, or he's always going to be, when a big game comes around, he's always going to be the subpar guy because Ramos is on the bench. You can't play with the same level anymore. I feel like I'm okay. I'm not saying anyone can't, but Militao wasn't playing comfortably. The moment Ramos is out for 2, 3, 4 months, and Militao knows that position is his, that's when we saw the real Militao. The monster that he can be, because he wasn't scared anymore. He would go into tackles hard because he knew the job was him for now. No matter if he messed up, and he did mess up here and there. Against Chelsea, he messed up. But he made up for it so many other games. Liverpool, amazing. Against Barca, he was amazing. He did really, really good. In La Liga against Granada, he scored. There was many games where Militao just stepped up for us, and he was a beast. Alongside Nacho. He proved to us that he can do it. Okay? So where is this whole rant going? Ramos wasn't that player that he once was. And we always will remember him as a player that he once was, but his prime was gone. His prime was gone. Let's allow for a new prime to begin. We can't keep holding on to the past because then what's going to happen? What happened to Barca? They didn't want to let Xavi go. They didn't want to let Iniesta go. They didn't want to let Busquets go. I'm not trying to throw a jab at Barcelona, but I do think that their team got a little older than maybe they would have wanted, and they didn't allow for a better transition. And now Real Madrid may be very close to hitting that same peak. I still believe that some of these players maybe have stayed a little too much. Marcelo being the number one example. He should not be in this club anymore. As much as I love Marcelo, don't get me wrong. But food is power to the brain. It really gets the thoughts going. Okay. So then what? We have an aging team and a too young of a team, and there's no balance. And that's where we've struggled. Going back full circle, because we were going to talk about Varane leaving. Full circle. As much, it hurts so much. I was just right now, before making this video on Instagram, and Real Madrid was posting, a lot of different pictures of Varane saying bye to all the players. And it was just, man. It was really sad to see as a Madridista, and I'm going to miss him a lot. In my opinion, one of the top 3 center backs in the world. right now, if for sure the past 5 seasons, for sure the past 5 seasons, without a doubt, without a doubt. But right now, I mean, what center backs are truly? Yes, I know his Eurocopa wasn't the greatest, but what center backs are truly that much better than Varane? Van Dijk, whatever. I mean, he's really good, obviously, but maybe kind of compared to him. Compared to him, I still think Varane is better in the grand scheme of career. Varane is much better than Van Dijk. In the past couple seasons, they're very similar, but even then, I would think Varane's it's hard because Van Dijk got hurt, right? But whatever. What I'm trying to say is Varane is up there with the best. Top 3 for sure. And we're letting him go. And obviously, it's super, super hard seeing all the players saying goodbye to him, and it's like, we're giving this player to a team that's getting currently stacked. I could see Manchester United getting really good over the next couple of years, 2-3 years. Man U being one of those teams that just kind of like starts dominating. They're starting to get their team pretty right. While we see La Liga teams do the complete opposite. And it doesn't, I'm sure the little idea, the thought has creeped into everyone's mind of like, what if we become what the Premier League has been for the past 10 years? Where they did not win a single Champions League for like almost 10 years. And that thought is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, if you're a Madridista, you're on a pretty low, right? You're on a pretty low. We just sold Ramos, we just sold Varane. It looks like Marcelo's gonna be staying in the team. Mendy is hurt, so it looks like Marcelo might be the starter. I hope Miguel is able to surpass him. You look at the right back, and we're renewing Carvajal. Is it going to be another Marcelo? Carvajal's the other player I forgot to talk about, but he falls in that list of the people that won the Champions League. We just renewed Carvajal once again till 2025. Carvajal has been hurt half the season. Why are we renewing him? Why are we renewing him? I don't understand. So I look to see, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have Marcelo in left back. We don't have Ramos. Yes, we have Militao, who I'm really excited about. Could have a really good season, but it doesn't take the fact away that it's still kind of a question mark, right? We need to see more of him. The part that we've seen is pretty good, but we also know that Militao in the past 2 seasons before that has not performed to that level the whole time. So it's like, okay, is he gonna do the same thing? Nacho, a great player. If he stays healthy, he will keep playing and he will have solid performances. I'm glad with him. Alaba, obviously, very, very, very good player. And I expect him to perform great right from the beginning. A center back is a different position compared to like Hazard, who has a lot of pressure. Alaba can just go out there and perform, give solid performances day in, day out, defending, winning the ball, distributing, boom, 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 bam. Great playing. Just great player. Anyways, so that makes me feel good. That makes me feel better. Then I look at the midfield, and I see, okay, we got Casemiro, Luka Modric, Toni Kroos. Amazing. Can they perform to the level that they've been performing? All of them have, obviously everyone ages, right? But they're starting to reach those ages where at any moment you can drop off. Can all of them perform like they did last season? Hopefully. The moment one of those gets hurt, careful, because I don't know if we have what it takes in the midfield. Valverde, phenomenal player, but Valverde is very injury prone. He's shown us that he's pretty injury prone, and at any moment can get hurt for 3 months, and we're like, shit, now what? Odegaard, well, there were rumors about him going to Arsenal, but I think those were fake. I think he went out and said that he was actually surprised to hear that. So I'm happy to hear that, because I was going to get really pissed at Odegaard. He's got to step up. He's got to step up. We have Blanco. I hope he steps up and he can play better in the center defensive mid position. Maybe help Casemiro get a little bit of break here and there, because he's going to need it. Casemiro needs a break. Ceballos, if he stays, going to play very little. We'll see. That's about it in the midfield. That's about it. Unless Odegaard or Valverde really explode this season, we're relying on the same 3 center mids again, and having a little Pogba, a little something would be really exciting. It would be really exciting. Part of me kind of wanted that Varane deal to kind of be a trade for Pogba, because I believe Man U is asking about the same. And if PSG gets Pogba now, fuck. And if PSG get Pogba, fuck. Anyways, it would be nice to have an extra player there. Now, let's reach that final line, the offense. Very hard to analyze. Very hard to analyze, guys. This could go both. This could go two ways. This could go two ways. We have a lot of attackers. If you look at our offense, we have a lot of attackers. Let me name them off. Karim Benzema, number one guy. Number one guy right there. And then Hazard. Not currently number one guy, or number two guy, or number three, or number four. But Eden Hazard. The moment he has a good season. I know what I've said. And the guy pisses me off, and it's hard to support him anymore. It's hard. But hey, in desperate times, come desperate needs. Hazard, what if he somehow shows up to the party? Shows up to the party this season. You have now Hazard and Benzema up top. Bale, no. Bale is not going to kill it. Bale is not going to kill it. If I was out here saying Bale's going to kill it, I may as well not be talking about this. Bale will do okay. Bale will score you more goals than Vinicius probably. Just with the amount of minutes you give him. In the easy games. Because he goes away and he disappears for many couple months, and then he comes back and he's like, oh shit, I can play again. And then he gets hurt, and then or he disappears again. Whatever. He'll score a couple goals though. Benzema, Hazard, Bale. Okay? Decent. You add Vinicius. And you're like, fuck. Okay, another guy that can't finish, is very inconsistent, but it's Vinicius. What if this is the year? He gave us little glimpses already that he can do it. Against Liverpool, he showed us. He may not be the best player in the world, but he can show up sometimes. Vinicius is a factor that you have there. It's a gun. Benzema, Hazard, Bale, Vinicius. Now, Lucas Vazquez probably will play right back. Rodrigo, another player. I'm a little more on the Vinicius boat than on the Rodrigo boat. Believe it or not. Right now, we have these five. Okay, decent. Now what? What if Mbappe does come? That's what we need. That's what we need. If Real Madrid doesn't sign a player, doesn't sign Mbappe, and doesn't even sign at least one more player, that's a dangerous play, Florentino. That's a dangerous move. That's a dangerous move in my eyes. I don't know about it. It would be disappointing. I would not be nearly as excited for the season as I would if Mbappe came. Obviously, fuck. An attack with Benzema, Hazard switching in and out, Bale switching in and out, Benzema and Mbappe, of course, and Benzema and Mbappe with Hazard and Bale switching out, with Vinicius coming into the play. That's gotta be goals. It's gotta be goals. What we have not done in the past couple seasons. If it's another player still interesting. Maybe like what? If we don't end up getting Mbappe, I mean, I've heard obviously Florentino say he's gonna go all in for Haaland. He's gonna go try to get someone else. He's gotta get someone else. But yeah, we need someone to give us that boost of injection into the team. We need it. Otherwise, the team is gonna be very iffy. Very, very iffy. Now, Barca will be iffy too. Atletico Madrid, we'll see. They could be iffy too. La Liga is going to be very interesting. La Liga is going to stay competitive no matter what happens because, I mean, if Mbappe comes, I could see maybe La Liga becoming a little easier. But Barca knows how to compete. Atletico Madrid can compete. It's a Champions League. It's a Champions League that I'm really worried about. It's not a good enough team. Without Mbappe, not a good enough team. Even with Mbappe, I don't know if it's a good enough team right now. But without Mbappe, let's hope we just get out of the round of 16. Let's hope we get to the round of 16. I'm not very positive about it. So, anyways, quick little, I didn't even finish my food. I got 2 into the video, 2 into the talk. I thought it was a good one. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. It was pretty easy to make. It was pretty chill, just talking, eating, listening to some music. Pretty vibey. With that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, you know to hit the subscribe button. we had an old account with lots of great content, which you may again see at some point in life. A little hint, hint. You want to subscribe. You want to subscribe. You want to hit that like button right now because La Liga is getting ready to start and we still could see Mbappe. And you're going to want to be here for that. For now, guys, peace out. I'll see you later and a la Madrid.